Hi guys, today I want to go through, or I want to revisit really, the Electro Harmonix Silencer pedal. Is that in shot? Barely. Let's try to shift things over so you can actually see everything. So essentially I had a video up which was like a review of the silencer and also like a demo, and it got a few negative comments, people thinking I'm using it wrong, I guess. So I want to go through the two ways of using it and kind of show how they work and why it makes very little difference which way you choose, really. Basic setup, similar to my last video, almost identical actually, I think. So yeah, we've got the silencer, which is the noise gate first, guitar in there. The silencer, its main output goes to the greenhouse effect sledgehammer, which then runs into a zoom, which is not really being used at the minute. And that goes into the ARP87 delay, which then goes into the Polara, which is then hooked up to my Vamp Pro. Again, this isn't like super high definition quality recording, it's just a demo kind of audio, so don't freak out over me using a Behringer Vamp. Even though it is the Vamp Pro, which I should actually review sometime because it's quite good. I don't think they're on sale anymore though. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, so what I was saying is that what I have set up right here is similar to how I used to always have it on my pedal board, and the same setup roughly as I had in the last video, which I mentioned. So in this, your guitar is plugged straight into the silencer, or as soon as possible. On the pedal board there was a tuner in front of it, but I don't need that right now, obviously. So guitar into the silencer, which then gates any noise picked up by the pickups of the guitar before it hits any gain stages, which would just amplify the noise, so you get as quiet a signal as possible. And that sounds a little bit like this. A clean tone without the silencer. Then we turn on the silencer and adjust the settings a little. You can see it's already trying to cut off the attack a little. Sorry, I think I got some RF interference there. So you can see that it does quieten down. Yeah, there's like some weird interference there that it's picking up without the silencer, and then it silences it. So that's a good actual example of the workings of it. And then similar with the greenhouse effect, when it's on, it silences it when you're not playing. And then when you are playing, obviously it doesn't silence it because it masks it. So I think that works pretty well. People online in the comments section were telling me that I was only silencing the guitar noise or something, but that's kind of the point. I mean, the distortion is just picking up the noise from the guitar. I suppose you're not silencing noise that the distortion pedal itself generates. If it was a noisy pedal, I think that might actually be what they're getting at. But I don't really have very noisy pedals. I have very clean power. I'm running a Strymon OJ. So everything has isolated power, and I mean, aside from some half-baked DIY pedals, everything is perfectly clean and well insulated against noise. So yeah, but anyway, now I'll just set up the other method just to show you how other people seem to use it. But I don't feel like this method is all that necessary unless you have very noisy old pedals that weren't properly shielded against noise, I guess. Anyway. Okay, so now you can see the loop, the effects loop option of the pedal. Right, so the guitar is plugged into the input of the silencer, then the send output goes to the input of your distortion pedal or the chain of pedals which are causing noise. Then the output of the pedal or pedals in the loop goes back to the return on the silencer, which is then sent to the output of the silencer, which goes to the next pedal in the line here, or the next pedal after your whatever your loop, your chain of pedals in the loop would be. So it's just slightly more roundabout way of doing a similar thing. The silencer still affects the tone of the guitar. As you can see there, that interference which I seriously need to track down before I do any real recording soon, gets cut off there because the silencer is on, even though the distortion is not on. And now you can click on distortion and it does the exact same job. So yeah, really for my purposes it is absolutely pointless to have the loop. All it means is I end up using a lot more cables, but the option is there for those who need it if they have a noisy group of pedals that they want to put in a loop, I suppose. But again, I mean, so I think really what people are getting at is that if you want to just silence a group of noisy pedals with the silencer, you would put the silencer after them so that the guitar input, the guitar that goes into the noisy chain, is completely, you know, unaffected. Its attack and sustain is not affected by it, and then the whole thing is affected by the silencer. The way I use it, the guitar only is affected by the silencer, and then the rest of the pedals just work off of whatever signal they're given after the silencer, which has pickup noise removed. But if you have pedals which are noisy and you also want to get rid of any pickup noise before it hits those pedals at the same time, then this loop situation is probably the best option. But if you don't have noisy pedals, why not save yourself the hassle of adding extra cables to the jumble and creating a rat's nest like I have on the floor right now? Although obviously you could clean that up if it was on a real board and had stuff hidden underneath. But anyway, hopefully this will clear up any questions that arose from my last silencer video. Hopefully I can cut it together to make some sense, because I got a bit nonsensical there for a while. I'll probably cut this out as well though. Haha. Alright, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and check back next time. Cheers.